All right. Thank you guys so much. Welcome to Tribe Talk. It is Monday night, and I can't tell you how excited I am for tonight's Tribe Talk. We have been looking forward to this for so many days, I can't even tell you. My name is Tori Cuevas, Senior Executive Director of Influence, and we have some amazing guest speakers tonight. We have tons of information. Please make sure that you have your journals because we are going to be wheeling and dealing a lot of information. Make sure that you guys have your questions ready. If we do not address a specific topic, then I want to make sure that you guys are ready to ask those questions. Tonight is going to be super fun. We are going to kick the night off celebrating one of our newest rank advancement senior influencer leaders with Dusty Witcher. And she has absolutely blown me away with how explosive her team is. And Dusty, as we kick tonight off, I want to say congratulations for completing not only your rank advancement, but completing your 30-day commitment to the baseball challenge, the spring training with 0 strikes. 0 strikes. She freaking crushed it. So I want to say I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of your consistency. I'm so proud of the team support that you shared within our Glam Squad, as well as what I see you doing within your own organization and across Magnetic Appeal. We are grateful for your leadership. Super excited for you to share your story and really just how this momentum has been created. You have been one of the top recruiters before that we have celebrated, and really momentum has just never stopped for you. So take it away. I am so excited to hear from you, Dusty, and again, congratulations. We are all celebrating you.
Thank you. Well, I'm gonna tear up already. Thanks. I guess that competitive nature sure comes out when you challenge me. I just want to tell everyone thank you. I'm just so blessed with this opportunity, and I have rock stars on my team. My whole team is just amazing. They amaze me every day more and more. So I can't take all the credit because you can't do this business without a great team, and Ashley and Aubrey, they helped me, and they have built up my leadership and made me a better leader along with everybody else. So I just want to thank them and just let you know that I couldn't have done this without everyone on the team. I started with Tori Bell. I really don't have like the greatest story. I mean, I don't think anyways, but I was looking for something that I could do from home. And I started the search back in about May or June, and ran across a post that Aubrey had posted. And I was like, wow, those are really cool. And I thought she was so beautiful. And when I figured out that it was multi-level marketing, that was something that I could do from home, that really excited me. And but I was still a little leery. So I watched her page from, it was either May or June, I can't remember for sure, all the way up. Y'all can tell I'm nervous. I get really red. I watched her page all the way till July. And in July, Tori Bell did an enrollment special, and that's when I became an affiliate. And my business just started growing from there. I started wearing the lashes. I fell in love with the selfie lash, and everywhere I would go, people would ask me about them. And it was just super exciting. My confidence was building, and my team started building. And every month it's just grown and grown. I don't know, like, it's just blown me away, the growth in this company and with our team. I mean, just today we've signed 8 new affiliates in the last 3 hours. So, I mean, this team's just exploding. We have 28 rank ups that'll happen from today until Wednesday at the end of the month. I mean, very possible rank ups. And so it's just, this team has, we've grown so fast and so rapidly, and it's just awesome. Something that a lot of other teams are asking me, like, what do we do? How are we doing this? How are we growing so fast? And what we do is we, Ashley and Aubrey and I and the other affiliates, we just get together and we just make sure everyone has an equal opportunity and knows where the guides are and knows referrals and knows boosting. And we just keep replaying that over and over. One thing that I'm also doing is I'm training from the bottom up. And what I mean by that is new affiliates, we grab hold of them and we really help them get launched. And so that way, you know, they have just as much opportunity as the rest of us, and nobody gets left behind on our team. We make sure everyone gets launched and has a chance to succeed. And that's what's so exciting, is just watching all these rank ups and everybody hit their goals and succeed every month. And that's what makes it worth all of this. I mean, I love the money, I love the products, but I really love the friendships, and I love watching every woman on here excel to, it's an amazing company.
So I have a couple questions, Dusty. You know, I think something that is so important is I love the nugget of training from the bottom up, meaning that you are grabbing a hold of everybody coming in. So does that mean that you are you leapfrogging, or leapfrogging means going over the person who brought them in, or are you just partnering with your other leaders who are recruiting them, making sure they're going to the launch pad? And that is the simple system that Heather Sampson created, you guys, that it's a one-page playbook to help everybody get through those first 5 posts, instead of immediately sending them to the guides, which all of us know can be a little bit daunting and overwhelming, because then you just start scrolling through everything. Do you feel like that launch pad has really helped simplify that system?
I do feel like it's helped simplify it. And what we do is we lock arms with the affiliate that enrolled them, yes, so that they are learning how to mentor right along with us. And then we're just making sure that the people at the bottom are getting just as much training as the people at the top had or are getting. So nobody's left behind. So we're just locking arms. And when I say we, this is a team effort between Ashley, Aubrey, and I, and all the other leaders. And then we're passing the mentorship on as it goes, you know, so no one's left behind.
Yeah, that we want to build a business of duplication.
Yes.
And
yes.
I love that. Just for some nuggets for you guys, this is what they're doing is, as they recruit, they're probably immediately connecting to the mentor up. So it's not just one person that's introducing it, all of a sudden creates a community and an additional support system, which I think is vital and key to somebody feeling a part, somebody feeling connected. And you guys are doing an incredible job. You've spoke about Ashley Poole, and I do have to give a huge shout out to our newest senior influencer, Ashley, who, you know, she has shared on Tribe Talk before. She found this business just 4 months ago, enrolled for that $9 membership. And you know, she saw this as a solution immediately, needing to fix those circumstances. And man, when you hit the ground running and you have forward focus, there is nothing that can stop you. There is nothing that has stopped Ashley. I am so incredibly proud of Ashley, of Dusty, of Aubrey. I love seeing your team work together, and you guys are moving mountains, and it's proof that it can be done. So thank you so much, Dusty, for sharing.
Thank you. Yes.
Now we are going to transition into a very popular topic that you guys have heard me you know, bring to the table. We're going to talk about booths. We're going to talk about lash parties. We're going to talk about business opportunity meetings. These are 3 events that we just held in Spokane. I know that there's been events happening all over the nation. I'm so grateful that, you know, last year this time, you guys, we went on lockdown, and it was like, kabosh, you're not doing anything. This year, 1 year later, we're like in action. We're like getting out there. We're lashing America and the world right now. And I love seeing the momentum. You heard Dusty's story of the momentum that, you know, can still be created on social media. Okay, this is momentum that is still created on social media. Does it still work? Yes. Okay, but is this the only way to build your business? No. We want to brand ourselves in every single area that we can. And I want to encourage you with the training that you're going to receive today. I want to start off with home parties. All right, this is just a very simple, so I'll break it down into each event. And then I want, if you have questions specific to that event, then go ahead and unmute yourself and ask. So let's talk about lash parties. I am not going over virtual events tonight. Okay, you guys have been very familiar with virtual events, doing lash bashes online. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about in-person events. Why is a lash party so impactful? Well, it gives you a way to impact more than just one person at a time, more than have more than one sale at a time. Who do I invite? Your girlfriends, your family members, whoever, you know, maybe past customers that you've developed relationships with. Every single woman, okay, that needs these lashes. You also want to invite some local team members, all right, because maybe you want to have some other stories in the room. It just adds third party to the event. What do you do at the event? Well, you set up a cute little table, have your lashes out. We don't ever really have anybody like, they cannot try before they buy, because we cannot sell a product after they do. Okay, once they, what you can do is have those lash sticks. You can get them from Amazon, and we will do a collaboration to put in a guide in our team page, just so you guys have some of these nuggets. But these sticks have the lashes, they're metal, and the lash sticks to it, so they can literally just hold it up to their eye. And this would be a sample lash, maybe an old set. Like, that's what I have kind of recycled my lashes to be. If I'm not wearing that pair anymore, I don't chunk it. I use it either as a display or to go on one of those lash wands, so that they can just hold up the style and make a choice of, you know, what they want. Now, again, we talked about this earlier. I don't just go straight for the single sale. Okay, oh, try this pair. Oh my gosh, you're gonna love this one too. And so giving them multiple options to kind of hold up to their eye, and, you know, their eyes just get bigger and bigger with excitement. Well, then that's how you can, you know, suggest, hey, girlfriend, you totally need the glam package. You get 2 different styles of lashes, of which you're gonna love, your liner and the shake it off remover. Ladies, if you haven't started investing in having that shake it off, you are missing out, because you know that it's an incredible product. You know that it's going to serve them well, going to give them what they need for the removal, but you're also missing out on a money-making opportunity. Okay, so do you need to have lashes to do a lash party? I'm always going to say yes. Okay, because it's much easier to have a transaction right then and there versus ordering online. Now, what if you don't have the money to have stock? That's okay. You can take orders if you just have samples to show them, and then you can order it. But I'm telling you, ladies loved to leave with a present. All right. Now, how else can you make this a successful opportunity for you and a fun night? If your girlfriends like to have beverages, maybe have some wine being served and maybe a few hors d'oeuvres. You don't have to break the bank and, you know, serve a 5-course meal, but literally just some snacks, maybe a fruit or veggie tray and, you know, some wine, and then something, of course, to offer anybody that doesn't consume adult beverages, some water or juices or whatever that looks like. But it just it's a very calm and inviting atmosphere. Calm meaning not very high pressure. Okay. It was, you know, the ones that I have been to, it is super fun. The girls are super excited. I really don't do a formal presentation at all when we do these lash parties, because I don't want it to feel stuffy. Okay. I want it to be as fun as possible. Everybody loves a little makeover. If they purchase, all right, you might help them fit their lashes to their eyes. You might trim them for them. You can teach them how to do it. Maybe have a tutorial right there, because these parties are going to be, you know, typically maybe 5 to 10 women. Okay, so it's not overwhelming, and you know, you could literally have a lash party with 2 or 3 women. Okay, and it can grow from there. Maybe next time they come back to share their lash story, to show off their lashes, and you say, bring a friend, okay, the next time you host a lash party. So these are just great ways to be able to touch more than one woman at a time, and to create community and build relationships. I think that in-person touch is so much more effective than social selling. And I love social selling, but there's something that shifts whenever you're in the room with them. Okay. Yes, you can write it off on your taxes, whatever even the lashes that you have for display, that you have for samples, those are all write-offs, you guys. And then anything else that you spend to host a little party, including the beverages, the food, anything at all, any decor that you want to set out. Maybe it's a holiday themed. You know, as we are coming up on Mother's Day, you guys, I'm just kind of thinking ahead of what's next outside of Easter, which we're kind of missing the mark on that. But the next event is going to be Mother's Day in May. Okay, so maybe you have mommy makeover gatherings, and, you know, invite them, mommy, you know, mimosas and makeovers. So this is just gonna, I'm helping you brainstorm some ideas. They're super fun. Start doing them. Now, do I have any questions for lash parties?
I have a question, Tori.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm fighting allergies.
It's okay.
As far as stock, like what's some of the lashes you would recommend to have?
I am always going to carry the classic lashes because those are the most popular, and I can always get them. Okay, and so, you know, date night, Wonder Lash, 9 to 5. You're probably going to be sharing lashes with maybe women who haven't ever worn lashes before, so they might be a little bit timid. And then you might have a couple selfies for the women who, you know, really feel extravagant and daring. Let's see, do you charge $115 retail for the glam package? Yes, ma'am, Amy. And then if you have some limited edition lashes, then you need to let them know, hey, this is a one and done opportunity. You can't actually purchase this again. So I would encourage you, if you like this style, you get it tonight, okay? Because you cannot order it, all right? That's why I always grab a couple extra limited edition lashes for that specific purpose. Ladies, I'm just gonna throw this out there too. If you have any of the the first round of 10 magnet lashes, and you're kind of sitting on them thinking, okay, what do I do? A couple of ideas. Number one, those could be display lashes, okay, at your events. Number two, that could be a stackable lash. I'm not gonna sell it as a single lash, but I could say, hey, I've actually got some specialty lashes that are designed just to stack. Okay, so, and if you want to discount those, I mean, you could sell them at $35, but if you want to move those, you can maybe add a stackable lash for $25. You can completely change your look. Watch this and show them. Okay, so just some brainstorming ideas. If anybody has any of those older 10 magnet lashes, you could do that. I have not talked about booths yet. I'm talking about lash parties right now. Okay, so we're going to move on to business opportunity meetings. What is a business opportunity meeting? We're going to talk about money. Okay, where do you have a business opportunity meeting? Well, depending on the invites, you're going to know, if you have a team in the area and all of you guys are going to prep for this, everybody is inviting their affiliates, prospects, their customers, whoever you want. Okay, do you have to rent a venue? You don't. Okay, I could have 15 people in my home and have a business opportunity meeting, but I'm presenting it differently. Okay, so there are two different things. All right, that's what you have to understand is, and we are going to get the slides for you guys. Obviously, this is going to be something new that you are going to be able to do in person. I don't want you to feel intimidated. I don't necessarily want you to feel like you have to do this, but it is my duty to give you every opportunity to grow a successful business, okay? How we did ours, Suhanna was the brains behind the event. She did an amazing job. We held it in her city, and she had many of her affiliates come, many guests come, and we just started off with the business presentation. So you guys know, you have seen it a couple of times, where when we do opportunity Zooms, okay, on those every other Mondays, we have those opportunity Zooms and we have slides on some of them. Those were the slides that we used. So we, talk a little bit about Laura Hunter, the creation of Tori Bell. Let me mute people.
Okay, someone's gonna have to look at it. I'm on a Zoom.
Okay, I'm muting again. Okay. We talk about the company, we talk about Laura Hunter's vision, we talk about the product. I would recommend, we actually didn't get to do this. We were supposed to have a video play just with a quick off-on video of how the lashes are applied. And then we just had stories in the room of, how Tori Bell has impacted them. And so you're touching a different aspect of somebody, and of course, when I'm inviting them, I'm telling them that this is an opportunity meeting, right? I am sharing everything Tori Bell has to offer. And so they aren't duped whenever they get in the room, okay? I can't say, come to a Wink and Wine and then sit them down for a presentation, okay? So make sure that you are on task with what you're doing. And then, I just shared how you get started. I shared my story. I shared, casted vision of where the company is going. Why it's so powerful is because why would it not be? Okay, all of us are fired up about what's coming down the pipeline, how Tori Bell has already impacted our lives and where we're headed now that we're a global company. Getting your account set up for $9, remember those words. Okay, so just make sure that, and then the main goal of the evening is to get business taken care of. Okay, so you need to make sure that you have a laptop or you have your smartphones. Thank goodness this is a quick enrollment process, and then help them get lashes ordered. If you have multiple affiliates in the room, you need to engage your leaders in, okay, it's work time. Okay, if I have 5 guests, but I can't get to 5 guests, I need my leaders to step in and come over there and help, so what did you think? Answer any questions. It's also great to have a display set up with lashes, of course, so they can see the product. We ended up selling lashes right then and there that evening, as well as enrolling affiliates right then and there that evening. So they were, yeah, are you ready to get started tonight? We want action. We want to take action right now, okay? And let's face it, does anybody really need to think about a $9 account setup? I mean, no, I'm not asking you to break the bank, okay? But you have to get good at asking for business, okay? You have to get bold. You have to be confident in what you have your hands on. And you also need to know your story, okay? Whenever you're standing up, you don't want to ramble over and over and over, and you're going to lose the audience, okay? They're like, what is this, okay? It is more of a professional setting, so we do want to present ourselves in that way. And then maybe you can have some fun after, turn on the music, get business done. We did serve shamrock mimosas. It seems to be the drink of choice, because when we serve it, lots of business gets done. I'm just gonna say, but know your audience, know your audience. I'm not gonna go to a church festival and serve mimosas, okay? Just so you know. So let's stop there, answer any questions in regards to business opportunity meetings. I'm doing a great job. All right, next, let's talk about booths. I have two incredible ladies that are going to share. First, I am going to have Aubrey Hibbs share, because she came up to Washington and she attended all of the events, but she also came to Washington for a specific purpose. She had never done a vendor event, so she wanted to get the training, and I'm going to have her unmute herself, tell you know what type of experience she gained, and just her takeaways. So Aubrey, kick it off, girlfriend.
Hey everybody. So first off, I do want to give a shout out to my girls, Dusty Witcher and Ashley Poole, for hitting senior influencer. I'm so excited. I know that you already did this, but I'm super, super proud of you guys. And also Kaylin, Club, and Sarah, they both hit influencer last week too. So I'm so excited for you guys. I might even cry, and I don't even cry. So
insert tears.
Can you repeat the question? Okay, just kidding. So anyways, for those of you that don't know me, my name's Aubrey Hibbs, and I am not drunk, I promise. I'm very nervous. So I live here in Las Vegas, and last week I was able to go book a trip to Spokane, Washington to go do some events. And although I love Suhannah and Tori so much, we always have so much fun. We always have a great time and grow and mentor each other, all of us. It's just always great. But that is not the reason why I booked the trip and actually went out there. I had been watching Suhannah for the last few months doing her booths at the mall, and how successful she was doing, and how great it was going for her. And seeing my personal sales not exactly where I want them to be from just using social media alone, I was like, I need to go learn everything I need to know about how to do a booth. I wanted to experience the process. You know, as someone who's never sold anything, I've never sold anything. So I've never even done a booth. I've never even really even thought of it ever. I just knew nothing. So I wanted to go out there to get all the knowledge that I could and get all the education that I could. I needed to know everything. Like, what do I need to do this? How does the process go? What do you guys say to these people? I wanted to know everything. So that is why I actually went out there. And let me tell you, it was so amazing. Every part of it. We did, like she said, we did a lash party in someone's house. We did the business opportunity meeting. We did a bridal fair for 2 days. And from just those, we sold over $10,000 in lashes. Isn't that crazy? That is so crazy to me. So from all of this and learning that I need to do something a little bit different than what I've been doing to grow my business, I've realized that vendor events and booths and parties is where we change the game. Like, now that the world is opening back up and everything is kind of, not really, but kind of going back to normal, and that we can be in front of more people, that it is super important to just get these lashes in front of people. They want that instant gratification. People want to see these in person and how they work, and the lash on and off thing, people go crazy for it. It's hilarious. They love it so much. But if you have not started Googling vendor events and booths and parties, or reached out to your friends yet, I recommend that you start doing that as soon as possible, because if you want any kind of growth in your business, this is going to be the way to do it. So, I mean, I'm so grateful that you guys were able to help me and show me the way, and I am ready to get all of my booths booked. So that's it.
I love it. So, Aubrey, having never done a booth, I know you were a little bit scared and you were a little bit intimidated, but as the event, as you just, how did you get comfortable? Was it, honestly, was it a scary? We were at a bridal event, so we were drinking mimosas, and you have to know your audience, you guys, because all the brides are coming through with mimosas. And when you're engaging them on like their terms, you're matching their personalities. It's like a big girl party, right? It's so fun. But in addition to that, because I know that kind of calmed your nerves, but was it as scary as you thought?
No. So I was super nervous. I mean, those of you that know me, I am comfortable around people that I know, but not talking to new people is actually hard for me, or it's just a little uncomfortable. I'm getting more used to it. But the same thing happened there. I was nervous and I'm like, this is so weird. I've never done anything like this. But the more that I did it, the more that I kept talking to people, the more comfortable I got, and it just became a little bit easier. I mean, I talk lashes to people all the time, but this was a little different. So I feel like just doing it over and over is what helped me get super comfortable.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And the reason I ask you that is because I'm sure there's a lot of people on here that probably feel that same way. They haven't necessarily done a vendor event. They're nervous. They don't really know what to say. But at the end of the day, you just got to dive in and you start creating that conversation. And, Aubrey did amazing. She brought, some inventory. You guys, we sold out of inventory. So everybody that brought inventory completely sold out of inventory, which was amazing. And then in addition to that, you're getting leads. And you got to think, you have something to offer these women women love lashes. It was not hard to attract people to the booth. Okay. So you have something to share with them. And I'm telling you, when you do the off-on trick, that's literally what all of us did. Suhanna's tagline is, you want to see magic happen. And they're like, what? And then you just show them the off-on. You wear one lash and anchor it across. And then I always told everybody, I actually have 2 lashes on right now. I have a very natural pair, so that you can see the difference. And then I knew that I was going to be taking this lash on 100 times today. So this is how you can see them work. And so they were mesmerized. And so know that when you're doing a booth, you want to have the 9 to 5 lashes, okay, anchored in as secure as possible, and then put a bigger lash on so they can really see the difference of lashes. How much of the volume was lashes, Cheyenne? Almost all of it. The only upcharge was shake it off. And that was in the glam bundle. So we sold, you know, the glam packages left and right, 2 lashes, liner, and shake it off. And it was like nothing. I mean, literally, it's 115 bucks. Okay, great. Here, take my money. You know, so don't be afraid to start at the top. Remember from earlier, we don't nickel and dime people. Oh, and you need this, and you need this, and they're going to be, no, thank you. Okay. Ultimate Glam Package, going to give you everything that you need. You're going to love it. You're going to get 2 styles, actually 3 styles whenever you stack them. So for as far as lash liners that we had, the majority was classic liner. We did ask customers, do you have any sensitivities? If they shared with us up front, yes, I do, then we switched them to the USA liner. Okay. I'm going to go over, we actually charge tax, Sarah. We're going to talk about stock. All right. Actually, that'll bring me to Suhana, who you guys, I just have to give props to Suhana. Oh God, don't do this. Because now I feel like I'm going to lose it. Okay. So Suhana is one of the leaders who had the most devastation happen within her organization, literally kind of an atomic bomb dropped in it. And this champion could have just sat there, you know what? I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I want to fight this hard to get back to where I was. But you know what she did? She like freaking dug her heels into the ground and looked for every single opportunity to take advantage of and building back her business. She now does a booth every single weekend at the Valley whatever mall. She's looking for events left and right, and momentum that has happened within her organization. It is just as explosive as we see happening within Aubrey's organization. But here's the thing. This is happening within a 2-month time frame or less because of these events. And so when I say that, you better just dig into what Suhana has to share, because this is how she is reclaiming her business. It's going to be bigger and better than ever. And she has what's opened this entire organization's eyes to the power of events. You know, because we were kind of complacent. We were status quo. We weren't really looking and seeking until this diva boss babe freaking has blown it out of the water. And we're all like, oh, game on, sister. So Hannah, take it away. I cannot wait for you to share with everybody your experience, you know, the nuggets that you want to share, and then I'll go down some of my list of what to tell you guys. I told you this was going to be a packed evening. All right, so Hannah, you go, girl.
Oh, I love you so much. I cannot even get into diving deep, much deeper than just some nuggets, because you know, seriously, what Tori says, when devastation comes through, you guys, it really helps you understand how, I can't even go there. You know, this business came along to me right when COVID hit, and I accepted it and I embraced it and I loved on it and I grew from it. And a couple months ago, when the bomb came along and took a significant amount of income and people, and just kind of tore up my heartstrings a little bit. I had a choice. I could either choose to move forward or I could choose to just let it go. And there was still women in my life that I really knew that need. And so vendors, Aubrey flew here to learn and grow from it, but that's really kind of been my wheelhouse my entire life as an entrepreneur. It absolutely is a game changer. I have really struggled with social media, because when this business started for me, I was very inactive on social media. I don't know how to make flyers. I don't know how to do shout out things. Sorry, hold on, let me close my window. My kids just got on their three-wheelers. I just am not strong in a lot of the online social selling aspects. I'm more of a people person. And so when things started opening up and all of this, I didn't really get involved in the booths because of the bomb dropped in my business. I got involved because the opportunity was here. Okay. And so seriously, you guys, when I knew that the booth opportunity was there, I just got really quickly into action. And I'm going to tell you guys just like specifically the things that have made a really big difference in my business. I know that not everybody is where they can be at with inventory, but you guys, it's so important to have products on hand when you're doing a booth. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I had a whole lot of money to invest. I didn't really, but I do have a mindset of investing and doubling and investing and doubling. And so what I did personally was I got a $1,500 inventory right out of the gates, and every single dollar since that $1,500 inventory has gone back into my business. Excuse me. So that $1,500 inventory, we kind of broke some numbers down for you guys to understand, but that $1,500 inventory gave me a $700 profit on my inventory. So when I was selling it, I was reordering, and then that $1,500 inventory turned into 22. And then that $2,200 inventory, I just have continued to invest and to double. And by the time that bridal fair came along, which was a godsend, this is all God. That's why I begin to cry, because I really have had no part of this. This has been completely in his hands. But when that bridal booth came along and the opportunity to have Sideline Sisters come and help, team help, Tori help, it was inevitable that if I was going to get all of these women in the room, I was not going to waste any time. And so all of those things have just come in, just one thing at a time. And so my first nugget is, if you can get Tori in your area, do not waste any time. She is incredible at casting vision. She is incredible at helping women understand how to make the best investment possible. She is incredible at just helping women create a belief in themselves. And so if you have the opportunity to partner with her and she's able to come to your city, just put her to work. Don't forget to feed her breakfast and lunch though, you guys. Seriously, I did that and blood sugars are not good. So make sure to feed her a good meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She needs 3 square meals. And even if it's a meal replacement shake, she's good. Yeah, we're all good. We just need protein and carbohydrates. Another thing is, so we talked a little bit about inventory. Now, if you're going to partner with your team, which I highly recommend doing, really cast vision for buy-in for that. Like this bridal fair was $750. We sold over $10,000 of lashes. I wasn't able to just step in and pay for all of that. So we had to come as business partners and partner with that. And so everybody really stepped up. Everybody was really able to contribute. What I would do different next time, which I am already booking another bridal fair, even involvement, even partnership. And so, just really helping women understand that we are going to move this product. And the way that we're going to move this product is our energy. We're not going to just sit back, and we're not going to just hope that women come and look at our lashes. We're going to have our makeup done. We are going to have our smiles on. We are going to have our 9 to 5 lash on. We are going to, when women say, oh, I tried those, they don't work, we're going to be able to go, oh, boom. Oh, really? Oh, because mine work great, I don't know what kind you got, but Tori Bell's the original lash and liner system, and we're legit, so, can I talk to you a little bit more about, how I can do this and pop my lash? I mean, I seriously, you guys, have taken my lash on and off. I have had, hold on, I wrote it down. I have had over $12,000 ran through my individual square. That's not my partner's squares. That's not my team's squares. I'm talking about my own personal squares. In the last 2 months, I have ran over $12,000 of lash sales through my personal square. I have had $76 in returns, and I have had 189 total customers. That's freaking insane, you guys. It is blowing my freaking mind. And what ends up happening is, now you guys want to understand that you're selling a product to a customer. And so what you're going to need is to get their follow-up. Okay. Do not let a customer leave and just sell them a product, you guys. Like, that's not really, now hear me out here. Like, I want to sell lashes. That's the goal, right? No. I want to sell lashes and establish a relationship with these women. I want to be able to follow up with these women. I want to be able to add them to our tips and tricks. I want to be able to get their contact. I want to set them up a customer account. I want them to be my customer ongoing. Okay, so you're going to need a follow-up form that has their email, their phone number, and their first and last name, so that when you get home and you have all their follow-ups, you have all these names, you can go in and be a business, and you can create a customer account. You can send them a text and say, oh my gosh, thank you so much for purchasing Wonderlash. I went ahead and created your customer account. Here is your sign-in name and your password. Thank you so much for your purchase. How are you loving your lashes? And, you know, and then you can create that relationship. So follow up is it's what you're going for. You're not really trying to sell lashes here, ladies. You're trying to create a customer relationship with these women, if that makes sense. So return customers, I'm already getting orders. The $115, like Tori said, for 5 minutes, we were like, oh, you know, I hope this is gonna work. But, you know, it did. And as far as lash parties go, I'll hit on that just a teeny tiny bit. You know, if you can set up your parties with your friends, I literally, you guys, have done everything based on the guides, okay? Every question that I ask these women, everything that I'm doing, every action that I'm taking has been based on our steps online. I just suck at social media. Well, I don't suck as much anymore, but I used to not really be that great, you know? So I've just taken everything that I've learned online, on the online marketing, and I have taken it to real women, like not real women, but in-person women. And so what styles would you see yourself wearing? Oh, let's try them. Let's put them on your eye. Oh, and I wait. Like, if they just look at it and they're like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool, I'm like, oh, that's not your lash. Let's find you a lash that makes you go, wow. You know, and I just keep placing those on women's eyes until they're like, ooh, I like that one. And then I always just partner it with another one. And as far as the Shake It Off makeup remover, like, step up your game, ladies. Like, this liner is not the easiest to remove. And so we want to help women, like, I'm talking about rolling it on their eye. I put it on my hand. I let it sit for a minute. I wipe it off with a cotton ball, you know, and if at the end of the day, they won't buy the Shake It Off, I have these little tiny glass jars of like a few drops of Shake It Off so that they can get their makeup off 1 or 2 times. And I put it in there, and then I go, okay, go spin the wheel so they can get a $5 follow up with them, and they need that Shake It Off makeup remover. I'm going to be able to have a conversation with them. Okay. And so this is all just, you know, years and years of doing vendor events, years of doing booths. It takes a little bit of practice to build your confidence up, but like Aubrey said, repetition, getting your story down, so when you're talking to women, you can weave in like, oh, I totally, like, women, unless I'm doing events, I'm pretty, you know, I'm pretty makeup free. Makeup shop, I'm like, oh, I know, girl, I love glam makeup, I do, you know, just relate with women. Be honest, be authentic, be genuine, and be willing to have excellent. And when I say excellent, like, you are representing a company of excellence. Keep the small talk to a minimum. We are in a booth, so we are not training per se, we are modeling. So keep it professional. If you're gonna have a cocktail or a mimosa, have one, not 7. You know, drink responsibly. I'm not saying you can't, because I definitely enjoyed myself, but just like Tori said, know your audience. And when that GM of the finest spa in that area comes up to you, they are going to see that and they are going to want that. And then we're going to have to fly back over so that we can do that. Because we are a company with excellent customer service. And I absolutely, if you guys need anything from me, I don't want to stay talking all night, but seriously, you guys have my inbox. You guys can reach out to me. Tori, thank you from the bottom of my heart for stepping in and being the leader that I needed and the leader that are, because honestly, without this tribe, like this all is just a good idea. And so to talk about, Tori, did I leave anything out?
No, girlfriend, you're amazing. You were breaking it off. You were breaking up just a little bit towards that end. Ladies, what she was saying is, we've always been taught you go from one event to the next. Well, immediately once we finished that one event, we were back in to find, okay, what is the next event? Well, it just so happens a couple, like 3 weeks later, is another big bridal event in that same area. And so Hannah already booked it. And I said, listen, I will come back out there if we get these other accounts set up. And we were able to establish a salon that is enrolling from that event. And another, one of the other girls who is, you know, building momentum, tons of momentum happening from the business opportunity. So there's a surge, there's an energy happening, and she's not just sitting on it. It's like, okay, how can I multiply this? How can I create this snowball effect? And so I'm going back out there in 2 weeks to help with another event. And I'm not going just to do one event. I'm going to do 3 more events out there. So just know, you know, 5 events. Apparently I'm doing 5 events. She's not kidding when she says she's putting me to work. And I love it. But I want to talk to you guys a little bit about some of the notes that I took, just to run down some things. Different price points when wholesale. Nope, there are not. Angelicia, so we do not offer a wholesale opportunity yet. That actually is in the works, you guys. But until Tori Bell launches that, we do not have that business model. And that will be like for a retail space where they will be able to purchase wholesale, but they won't do any type of business building. They won't do any recruiting. It's just an opportunity to purchase wholesale and then sell it retail, like what they would normally be doing. Okay, but we don't do that yet. So they know that their commission will come back to them. And that's why we talk about going in at that higher discount or higher profit margin. Okay, so if we're getting to the $1,500 profit margin at 35% or the 40% profit margin, this is what the breakdown is going to be. And that's how we have shared with businesses. So let's talk about booths. How do you find them? Just like Aubrey said, Google, and I have found vendor opportunities through Facebook. We do not go over, oh, you can charge more, Cheyenne. You cannot sell for less. So they can sell for more. We've never done it, but yes, that actually is allowed. I want to give a couple of nuggets in when you're finding events, okay? Because I was actually new to this. Normally, I was the one going in and helping, right? And I'm like, well, I'm going to miss the doggone boat if I don't go find my own events. And I started just Googling bridal events. And then I'm looking for a contact, you know, are you still accepting vendors? I am going to different cities of which, you know, I know that we have a growing team, and I'm looking for events there so I can start helping other team members establish momentum. I'm also on Facebook. I just went under the events tab under vendor opportunities. There's a whole bunch to choose from. Know your audience. You can't do everything. You have to use discernment. I'm not going to go to a farmer's market and try to hustle lashes. Okay, it ain't gonna go well. And then you're gonna get upset with me because you're gonna be like, I thought you said booths were gonna explode my business. Girlfriend, no, I didn't tell you to go sit next to the lettuce stand and try to hustle lashes, okay? It ain't gonna happen. So, you know, look for women's expos, look for shopping expos, girls' night out. You know, there's things like that where like town squares. One of the things that I did last year, right before we got shut down, is every month, this little town square does a girls' night out where you know, all the little boutiques participate. I went in prior to that happening saying, can I do a pop-up event during the girls' night out? And she said, absolutely. She took a little bit of my percentage. Of course, I was happy to give it to her because she gave me the opportunity to sell lashes. It was a great success, but it didn't cost me anything but just a little bit of my profit. Okay, so what if you don't have a lot of money to invest in booths? I think my lash is popping up. I'm just saying. I'm gonna rip it off. This is what I get for like anchor only, you guys. I can't deal with it. Okay, so if I don't have a lot of money to go into a booth opportunity, this is where you have to reach out to your mentor, reach out to your team members and split the cost. You don't have to cover it. I will not cover all of it. If I'm going to do an event, here's the thing. I'm talking to my team members as business partners. Okay, and so everybody has got to come into agreement that everybody is working to build their business. Now, if I'm coming in to help somebody with their event, I'm not contributing to the event because I'm not taking from the event. I'm just trying to help the team that I'm there for increase their sales. If I want to participate, I'm going to pay. I'm going to contribute to the booth cost. I'm going to bring inventory because I'm looking for leads. Okay, so there's going to be different factors of which I agree to do booths, or if I do my own, or if I go and help. You have to understand, if you're looking at a major event, you can't do it by yourself. I would say minimum 4 people if it is a big event. We had 6 at the bridal fair. I think actually we upwards of like maybe 7 at one time. And we were all busy. It was a little bit crowded, but here's the thing. If you're understaffed, you're gonna have, because this product is super popular, especially if it's gonna be a big event. People don't like to wait. Although we had people wait, they don't like to wait. So we wanna constantly have, you know, multiple people being able to engage in sales. I saw somebody, how did you do the sales? So for this instance, everybody inventoried what they brought, okay? And if I knew that I had 10 lashes and liners to bring to the table, then that's what I took back out, okay? You've got to do it. That's the only way that you can do it. You can't just, we're splitting the sales. Well, I didn't bring $2,000 worth of inventory. I only brought 10 sets, which is $500. It's not fair for me to take any additional sales, and don't expect to either. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. All right, you didn't invest in that, so you don't take the sales. But what we did do is, no matter how many, how much you brought to the table, let's put this scenario in. What if I didn't have any inventory to bring, but I wanted to contribute to the booth, I wanted to work it, and I wanted leads? Awesome. Contribute. We split the booth, and you're there. You're going to help. You're moving inventory. You didn't get any commission from those sales, but you got leads. Okay, and that's what you're there to get, is connections and relationships. If you sold a pair of lashes, you wrote down on the little slip of paper that that was your customer. Even if I sold Suhanna's lash, it ended up being my customer because of my connection, because I contributed to the booth. You understand how that works, okay? Let's see here. Yes, we can get insurance now through Tori Bell. Hallelujah. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Let's see, how to set up. Maybe we don't have Tori Bell swag yet. Okay, a couple of things. We did place some orders, Cheyenne, once we sold out and there was a specific style that somebody wanted. There were some online orders placed, just so you know. These sequin drapes that you see right there hanging, okay, these are super cheap on Amazon. All right, you can, what I want to tell you is create a space that is conducive to your personality and where you're going to be. Okay, so I want, you know, I'm kind of a glam girl. I like shiny things. I like sequins. I like using our colors. So the red, the golds, the black, you know, making it look as professional as possible. But what if you actually wanted to do a vendor event, maybe even at a bridal show, whatever, that you want it to look shabby chic? Okay, so decorate accordingly, make it look shabby chic, and that's your personality. If you want to create a space, what I would recommend is make it look professional. Okay, do not set up a janky space. Their first impression is going to matter. I don't care if we have a really cool product. If you look like you're setting up with janky stuff and it just doesn't look professional. I mean, putting signage in a picture frame, okay, instead of those like plastic acrylic things. There's a time and a place for those, but I think if you can make it, you know, spend $5 on a picture frame and put the photos in there. What kind of photos? Well, you put the documents off that we have in the graphics, okay? We had all of the lash styles posted, and then if you want to have any type of, you know, glam package posted, I mean, you can create the space however you want it. I'm just encouraging you to make sure that you make a professional looking space. If you're an influencer, make sure you take your Tori Bell backdrop, okay, and use that over a table. You know, I do think it's good to have a logo. A Tori Bell logoed thing is pretty, it's nice, but guess what? People don't know necessarily the Tori Bell brand yet. So they're not necessarily looking for Tori Bell. We had, what would serve you best is to have a huge banner made that just says magnetic lashes. Okay, and that was at the top of our booth, and that's what drew people in. They wouldn't have known Tori Bell from Adam, but they saw this huge Tori Bell, magnetic lashes banner across the top, and it immediately created conversation. Immediately. Let's see, do it with excellence. Decor. Ladies, I'm gonna just give you a couple of tips. If you're not looking at becoming a booth expert, or if you're not able to invest in some decor, I'm just going to tell you a little bit of a secret. If you purchase some things and that you need to make your booth look really great, and you can keep the receipt and take it back. Okay, that's if you don't plan on using it again. Okay, I mean, I've done it for like bridal showers that I didn't plan on having another bridal shower or another baby shower, and I'm like, this crap's going back. So just a little secret, because you don't want to cut out all of your profit. All right, now if I'm investing in a booth that I know I'm going to have multiple booths, girlfriends, I'm keeping the stuff. Okay, so you know, because everybody's budget is different. I'm just giving you a little bit of tips. Have forms, okay, doing a little bit of a giveaway, a free lash drawing, so that you can capture information is so important. You're going to be kicking yourself if you don't have their information to follow up, and write little notes. about the customer, if you sold, or even a prospect, maybe a conversation that you had, maybe if you find out what they're doing. Yes, Cheyenne, you can always write it off, but I'm telling you, if you're trying to have a champagne look on a beer budget, you might have to take it back. Just saying. So make sure that you have forms printed off. I would say just a little tip, have the forms look nice and neat, and maybe a couple of extra, what style did you purchase, or what style are you interested in? Are you interested in hosting a party? You know, just things like that to get them, get a little bit more. Devin has a form, we can put it in the back. Let's see. We invested in, actually, yeah, we did a spin the wheel, which I think this is phenomenal. It creates engagement. And here's how that worked. If they purchased the glam package, they got a wheel spin, okay? Or the special of the day, they got the wheel spin. What's on the wheel spin? Well, it's Lash Cash for their next purchase. It is not a discount for that day. Guess what? And there was a Lash Cash vouchers, and there was an expiration put on it. Let me mute people again. Okay, so there was an expiration because I don't want an open-ended Lash Cash coupon out there. All right, and if there's multiple people working the event, then make sure that the name of the person, the name of the salesperson that it goes to, and the expiration is on there, okay? Have your business cards, ladies. Make sure that you have business cards at these events so they know how to contact you. Also, friend request them on Facebook, add them to the Magnetics Appeal customer page. These are, I think this is crucial. Have a picture frame with the QR code. This is so cute, but with the QR code right here, so they can just scan the QR code, all right, to be added to the Magnetic Appeal customer page for tips and tricks. So let them know what to expect. Let them know that, hey, girlfriend, I'm going to be following up with you. I'm going to text you right now or after the event so that you can expect to hear from me again. I always snort, Tracy. Let them know that you're going to be communicating with them, because guess what? If they're at a major event, they're going to be inundated with people that want to follow up with them, right? Well, this is a little bit different. I'm not hustling my cakes to you. Okay, I already sold you a pair of lashes, so I'm going to connect with you because I want to make sure that you're happy. If I need to do any type of tutorial or troubleshooting with your lashes, so just let them know that up front, you guys. Let's see. Suhana touched this on this energy. Okay, if you are waiting, if you're doing a booth, I'm not going to criticize you if you're guilty of doing this. But if you're doing a booth and you're just waiting for people to come up to you to ask you about the product, even as amazing as this product is, your sales are going to be a quarter of what they would be if you don't put yourself in front of the traffic. Don't come back here sitting behind your little table waiting for somebody to come up, okay? Put yourself in the flow of traffic. Create conversations. Say hello to people. Hey, ladies, have you ever heard of magnetic lashes? You have got to start the conversation. You cannot wait for somebody to ask you about this product, okay? And I promise you, as soon as we created one sentence conversation, one sentence engagement, boom, they were in. Okay, boom, we were showing the lashes. And then what am I doing? Girlfriend, come over here. Let's look at these lashes and see which one you're gonna like the best. I don't even care if they said, oh, I've tried them, they didn't work. And I'm like, girlfriend, you haven't tried these lashes, because these lashes are the original magnetic lash and liner system. I promise you they work. Watch this, boom, just like Suhana said, I show them off and on and they're like, oh my gosh. I'm like, girlfriend, come over here. And then I'm bringing them into my space, okay? So here's the thing. You have to match their comfort level. If you recognize that maybe they're still extremely COVID conscious and they're not very safe, respect that. Don't get in their face. Okay. Even though I'm a crazy, you know, you don't have personal space around me if I know you, but I'm judging their behavior. So if they feel they're a little bit more reserved, I'm not like a crazy wild person. Okay. I bring my energy down to match theirs, because I want to make them feel as comfortable as possible. So I'm a little bit more reserved. I'm asking them, you know, questions. I'm getting to know them. I'm showing them. And then if I have the party girl come up and she's drinking a mimosa and I have a mimosa on the table and I'm like, girlfriend, cheers. You know, what you doing? Have you seen these lashes? You know, I elevate my energy to match theirs. Okay, so you're going to have to learn how to read body language, energy and their voice and excitement. And you guys, that's how we crushed it. We absolutely crushed it. So let's open the lines to see, okay, how we took payments for this one was through Square. Okay, I would also recommend, ladies, this is something that I would recommend. If you have a team member that wants to come, but doesn't have any inventory or anything, maybe and maybe they just want to split leads. Maybe you have one person taking payment while everybody else is engaging customers, getting their packages together, and then, hey, Misty's gonna check you out, okay? And then we're gonna divvy up all the leads that came in for the free giveaway and whatnot, and then she'll be able to follow up with some people, but just for a time-saving opportunity. Or maybe you have your spouse. That's what Jason's gonna do for me. He's gonna be the hot cashier guy, okay? I mean, I'm just saying, because he also knows how to engage in conversation, and I don't, you know, he has no problem talking to women, but I don't necessarily, I can go through the styles. He's not going to match styles to anybody, right? But he can certainly run the taking your money part and, you know, whatnot. So just a couple of ways to think about those things. You know, if you have a spouse that is even interested in helping you build your business, maybe he's not an affiliate, but he just wants to show your support, and you've booked an event. Honey, will you come with me and be the money man? Okay, that would help me so much. That way they can check out over here. He can make sure they're added to all the pages that they need to be added, and then you're on to the next conversation, engaging other people. Okay, but if you want to have multiple ways, Venmo is a great one. So have that in the frame. If you want to accept Venmo, Facebook, Cash, you know, Square, whatever you want to do, that's going to be up to you. But have it clearly posted so it's the easiest way for them to pay. Convenience is key. And that's all I'm going to say about that. If everybody brings inventory, and then if you inventory it, divvy it up. What we did was, okay, I collected $500 on my Square. I actually brought $650 of inventory. So then the main cashier sent them the rest of the money that was owed to them. Okay, but that was done strictly by what the inventory looked like. Okay. Streamline is my suggestion, cash or card. It was very busy. So it was a card. And then if you have cash, make sure you have some smaller bills to break, okay? Because you're gonna be like, oh, and what if they only have cash and then you don't have change, you know? So just be prepared, think ahead. Okay, so let's open the lines. Guys, I'm so sorry that this has gone long, but I knew that this was gonna be a crazy night like this because there was so much to give you. Open the lines for any questions.
I have something to say.
Sure. Yeah.
About the booth. What I did during the bridal booth was I had them open up their Facebook, and then I found me and I friend requested them. And then I put a little wave. That way I knew that it was them from the bridal booth. And then I added them to the trips and tips. But that way that they're your friend now.
Yeah.
So that was really nice that I told them, hey, do you have, sorry, just ran out to the hot tub, so I'm out of breath.
That's okay.
But so, and another thing is Suhana probably don't have this on hand, but this is a tool. I bought some. I don't know if you can see it. So this is a tool Could you see it? Let me turn off this light.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you can see it now. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a tool that we use during the bridal booth.
Come over. Yeah, right there. Right there.
Okay. So this is a tool that we used during the bridal booth, and you can buy it on Amazon for $10. But this is why I think we sold so many, because a lot of people look in the box and they say, oh, well, you know, I don't know if that's going to look good on me. But when you have somebody and you have a mirror and then they put this on and they tilt it and they see the difference and they see, wow, okay, I really love that lash. Now it made them like, wow, okay, now I see it. So now they didn't want to miss out on that. And then you're like, well, let's try this one. And then that's the way that you sell multiple lashes, is because they're able to put it on their face. Do you guys see that? Like, it's genius. Suhana found these on Amazon. Yeah. And you could literally see it. Like, it makes a difference. And they're just like, whoa, oh my God.
And the lash, literally, what was cool about that, Letty, is that the lash just magnetizes to that metal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so awesome.
It just magnetizes to it.
Yeah. Like, Suhana, do you know what the name of that product is?
I'm happy to post it. I don't know. It's in my Amazon shopping cart.
Yeah, so. I bought it. So
I just looked up lash holders. Lash holder.
Yeah. Maybe metal lash holder or something.
I'll post it in our chat.
And that was a good, wonderful tool, I think, that helped us. But yeah, just adding them straight, telling them, hey, do you have a Facebook? Well, let me add you so that way I can add you later. But that way, now you're friends, and now they see your Facebook page and they see all your posts, and then you add them to the tricks and tips, and it just makes it a lot better. But that's all I wanted to share.
Yeah, I thank you so much. Go ahead, Dina.
I went ahead and this is Dina. I went ahead and shared that link on Amazon because right when she said that, I was like, you know what? I ordered some, and where are they? And turns out they are delivered with my sheets, and I forgot they were in there. But I shared it on the Magnetic Influencers, so y'all can share it with your team for the little lash holders. And because of the moving and the craziness, I don't know where mine went. So I actually used a bread tie the other day. You know, the bread ties that come with party packages, like the gold bread ties, because I didn't have anything on me at that time. So, but I normally package, like when somebody buys, I normally do a little package and put everything and little goodies and samples and stuff inside.
Yeah. And
so I just happen to have the little ties for those party bags, and awesome. That's what I had. I think this is quick.
Yeah. So one other tip for you guys: have your bags where you are something to put the lashes in, and maybe have them pre-packaged with the magnetic tips card. Okay, how to apply their lashes and your card. Okay, and so it's already in there, and then you're just shoving and checking out. Okay, taking the product, put it in there, check it out. One of the things that we didn't really hear Suhana share earlier, and this, we only did this because we ran out of Shake It Off, so we didn't have it to sell the glam package. So we took these little bitty glass bottles that, you know, 2 Shake It Offs, and we made probably 100 of these teeny tiny bottles of the Shake It Off remover, and that was their free gift, you guys. And anytime you say, hey, you're getting a free gift, they loved having the sample of Shake It Off. And guess what you think they're going to be ordering the next time they reorder lashes, is because of that. So that small little investment is going to upsell the next purchase when they make it. Sanitize them. No, Shannon. No, we didn't sanitize them after every single person. We did have hand sanitizer on the tables. But
I sanitized my hands every time I approached a woman. I would spray hand sanitizer on, and then, but I was very cautious about not touching them.
Yes. Yeah, don't, it help them do that. And here's the thing, I did not hand it to them. We kind of placed it and held the mirror for them. So I was never hand sanitizing the sticks themselves. Yes, I agree. I was sanitizing my hands, but I was not cleaning the sticks, just so you know. I'm looking for the small plastic containers for these free samples too. So Suhanna, maybe Wendy could get you that link for those little tiny glass jars. We'll get that for you guys. Okay, have mirrors, you guys. Make sure that you have lots of mirrors whenever they need to be able to hold up a mirror. Okay, those we're seeing links in the comments, guys.
The lash books were really, really helpful too. We didn't talk about those, but you brought the lash books.
And they were great. So
that was really helpful when we sold, when we sold out, sorry, Tori, but when we sold out, we had our lash books there and we were like, hey, we have so many different styles available, but we have been literally slammed. And so we can go ahead and place your order online and get them shipped to you for free. Yes. And Tori was able to bring those lash books. So that would help all of the details. It worked.
Yeah. And you know, I kind of positioned them from like natural to bigger, you know, I try to do that just so they can kind of see how the natural progression of the lashes look. So that was really helpful. I had 2 of them that set them out on each end. So these are just all things that we've learned, and I'm sure we're going to continue to get better along the way, the more that we do. Any other questions?
I have a question for you. Did y'all mainly just focus on lashes, or did y'all have eyeshadows and other products?
Nope. You guys, I'm going to be honest. We, most of us were willing to donate some of our extra products for giveaways. And so I had a lot of lippies that I really don't sell a lot of lippies. So when they purchased the Glam Bundle, they got a free lippy and a wheel spin. And it went like that. And see, I knew I had those lippies for months. And other people had lippies. And I'm like, hey, can we just do a free giveaway with this lippy? And they were like, you know, the women loved it. So anytime, this is another side note, anytime we have flash sales that you can grab some additional product so that you are thinking future investment, future incentive to upsell this package, you're going to get a free lippy. Even maybe the Siren mascara, you know, when they went on sale for $10. Let me mute the line again. Okay, you know, we had extra Siren mascaras and things like that. So it was just a great, I was willing to take the minimal loss to upsell the package, just FYI. So when we have those flash sales and when we have those specials on Thursdays, you guys, please be forward thinking, and this will be an incentive, whether you're doing a team incentive when you do lash bashes or an incentive for a booth giveaway, whatever that looks like. That is what I am constantly thinking about because I'm investing in the future of my business. So how much lash cash? We had multiple amounts. We did several $5, a couple $10, a couple $15, and there was one $20 lash cash, of which I think one person ended up scoring that. But the majority of the people got $5 lash cash for their next purchase, and they were super happy about that. How do you make the lash book again? So on Amazon, they have those lash books. You can Google that. And then I took the plastic off, and then the little containers of my lashes, I take this out, get the magnets out from behind, and they're already sticky, and I put them on that plastic. And then I just lined up my lashes down the book, okay? If you have metal lash holders, that replaces a lash book. No, it didn't. We had both. We were able to show them the variety, and then they were able to see what styles. So we had the whole display with all the lashes, okay, there to hold up. And then we have the books to show as well. So I think if you can have both, do both. Oh, you have magnets on them. That's a new one then, Tracy. They're cluing in on the magnetic lash craze. Okay, awesome. Any other questions before we hop off? You guys, thank you so much for sticking with us. I hope that this has added value. One of the things that I will say is, you know, I would say minimum have $1,000 of lashes at your booth. You know, that's like 19 sets. And I think that it's a good place to start. And say you sold 4 pair. You guys, that's 4 new customers, all right? That's $220 in sales, unless I sold them all glam packages, right? Which then it would be $460 in sales. And then I got leads because I was doing a giveaway. And I just think that it's so important when you see it's excellent training, it's excellent value that you're adding. Even the other day, I'm actually doing another booth this Thursday, but whenever Katie and I went and did that little wink and wine at this little shopping event, and we sold like $500 worth of lashes. See, Katie had been sitting on inventory for a while. You know, she hasn't been selling a whole bunch online. You know, she's pregnant, going through a bunch of stuff. So she doesn't feel good to post online. All right. So she had some inventory. And we went and she sold like $500 worth of lashes. I'm like, girlfriend, we were there for 2.5 hours and you haven't sold $500 in lashes in a long time. Okay, so you've got to, you know, understand that, man, you know, I think it can just really build momentum in those types of opportunities, whether it's a small booth or whether it's a really big opportunity. Gather some team members, reach out to your mentor, put a plan in place and get into action. You want to explode every opportunity that you have at your fingertips. You are branding yourself. And if you want 2021 to be an incredible year for your business, don't just focus on one area. Okay. You want to be multifaceted and you are a business owner. Take advantage of everything you have at your fingertips and start searching those events. Okay, ladies, you guys are awesome. I'm going to close it at that. If you have any additional information or questions, please reach out. Otherwise, I'll keep you till midnight, and I'm not going to do that. I love you. God bless you. We've got, quick reminder, the March incentive ends on Wednesday. Keep the March incentive, who's feeling lucky, incentive in front of you. We've got 2 more days for an amazing push. Ladies, you still have goals to hit. Don't stop till the very end, okay? You don't throw in the towel because we don't quit. All right, Tammy, thank you so much for joining us. You stuck in there for a long time. I'll give a shout out to Tammy. She was also a 0 strike champion on my team, the Glam Squad, Grand Slam Glam Squad. That's a tongue tire. Okay, you guys, health insurance is for affiliates, but you can also put your family, I guess, on the plan too. Yeah, I've got to get in there. So, man, I am so grateful that Laura has done that. Holy cow, it's an answered prayer for this family for sure. Okay, love you guys. Bye-bye.